can actually see. But now we're going to get on to the one part which we. Hello, everybody. Expedition. Alright. Hello, everybody. X-Men J14 here, and today we have another ALLIUM village that we're going to explore with my friend. Say hi. Say hi, next regiment.
We haven't done a video in a long time. Of the ALLIUM village, of course.
Yes. So, those of you who don't know, every 4 or 5 videos we make an ALLIUM village video. But this was probably our biggest update yet. Plus, I did take a break of this map. I did take a break of this map because it was just I did take a break because the YouTube actually I took a break from YouTube entirely, so I just decided to take a break from it. But we finally got the update finished, and now we're going to show you this update. So please wait until the end and comment your favorite ice cream flavor. And why don't we get into it? But stay into the end and wait. Stay to the end and let's get to the exciting parts of this update. So, yeah, and this video is very exciting because we've done a lot of work for you guys to make sure this video was pretty cool, and we built a lot of things here. So hopefully you guys like the video, and stay tuned for more videos. Please like and subscribe, and comment your favorite ice cream flavor. And why don't we get into it? So, let's get right in to the new first thing that we made for this update, well, one of the things, is actually watchtowers. Now, watchtowers are actually, we've planned to make these in this update, and we have made, some of them are different kinds, but there's also this one right here, and then there's this one. Now here's the part where the watchtowers just become similar and stuff. But we had an idea on this one right here, which actually started most of the watchtowers. So basically,
Like the commander, where they stand and stuff.
Yeah, this is where the commander stands and all of that. This commander's. And then there's also a watch, like a little watch area down here, or like a bunker. And you can actually see through the wall to look through while you're firing and stuff. And we did that with mostly every watchtower now. And then we also added the flags and all of that. We added this. So yeah, we also have other guard towers right here. But yeah, those were our guard towers and all of that. But why don't we get into the first battlefield and what happened? What's going on. So first, let's get to this battlefield. And this battlefield, we have actually, this is probably, yeah, this is the ALLIUM battlefield. So we put trenches here. This is actually our trenches, but they got raided. Wait, hold on. Isaac, please spawn some iron golems to kill some of these pillagers.
Alright.
Thank you. Anyways, then these are the pillager trenches. But not only does the trenches, it's not all the trenches that the pillagers have here. There's also there's basically a little outpost they have set up and all of that. And the pillagers just stay here waiting for an attack. And they just send out troops and all of that for the ALLIUM battlefield. While they're doing that, we're going to the ALLIUM battlefield, where there's outposts and all of that. We have outposts for them. There's a trench here and all of that. Another outpost. Some tree houses for happy gas. Yeah, we do have some happy gas here. And then we have the trenches here. Now, the pillager trenches, now they're going to be waiting. There has been a lot of battles here. I might actually make a video on a battle and all of that. But here's a battle. They've done a lot of digging, and we have to basically battle. But yeah, the ALLIUM village exploded and all of that. And well, as you've seen of the last ALLIUM video. And yeah, and it kind of got overgrown by trees and all of that. And then we have a runway. So this runway is actually created by us for the ALLIUM to land here for air support and all of that. They need to refuel. And I really like that idea that we did that. And yeah, there has actually been a lot of basically video. There has been a lot of battles here and all of that, which has there's been a lot of battles here.
From the pillager bases.
But here's I will let acknowledgement. Here's the outpost they have right here. They only have one, but you know, it's the supposure and all that. They have more firepower. But this is the trench. They basically just sit here and they wait because the trenches. And yeah, so they just kind of shoot out into like the golems that kind of come over here and kill some of them. And yeah, this is a giant trench in here. Then right here is actually a nether portal. Now, for those of you that don't know yet, I've actually made posters for the next ALLIUM video. And the posters, we're showing the two sides of the war. The first one, the ALLIUM and the pillagers, and it's on the bottom. There was the bottom, which was the war I started. But there was also a poster that foreshadowed the next update, and we're not going to spoil it, but you can probably already tell. There's actually a nether portal and beams going up and all of that, and nether portal is about to be activated, but you probably know what the next update is going to be about. Oh yeah, we also have some happy guests here. What a cute little boy. Anyways, well, it's actually a dried gas because, well, pretty sad. But anyways, yes, this is foreshadowing the next update, and you guys can already guess what this next update's going to be. But why don't we get into the next part of the pillager next part of the war area, and it is actually a lot of this fire. So basically, there's actually been a lot of bombings here and all that, and you also can see that on the mountain. Yeah, there's been bombings here. There's been bombings over here, a lot of bombings and stuff, and it's just been crazy. They've been bombing each other, we've been bombing each other and stuff, and and we actually destroyed one of their pillager towers, but then they somehow came back with all of that. But yeah, they kind of just destroyed that. Don't mind this tower thingy.
With the water thingy?
Yeah, the water thing filled with water, the pillar. But yeah, don't mind that. Yeah, don't mind that. Anyways, yeah, the pillar. We've been actually battling and bombing each other for a long time and all of that. But yeah, it's just been crazy. But one thing I also want to show you is that there's also a random outpost out here. I know it's just a random outpost. We just decided to put that there just in case. But let's go up here because there's actually more fire and bombings going here. And the pillagers have actually occupied most of this place. But after, you can already tell, well, this has actually been here, but they have bombed way more and all of that. And actually they have added a lot of trenches. They also have an outpost here for us. They also have outposts for them and stuff. They basically bombed more of this area, and they added their trenches and added like this, and then we had a battle. But yeah, this is the ALLIUM battlefield, and then over here is the Millium battlefield. But now we're going to get on to the one part which we were building most of. Is actually the pillager base. Yes, the pillager base. So if you've seen earlier, you've actually seen a temple, and you were wondering what this is. Now this is actually a pillager temple, and this is their base. Now it may look small, but let's come inside. So first off, what you have to do is you come down here, and then they have an elytra, and they shoot it up into the water to get them up there. But after you get down here, they basically scan you for all of that. And then you come down here, And you come down here and all of that, and then they have their bunker, which they have their offices, their barracks and all of that, where they all sleep. And then they have their basically like armory, and they also have like a workshop here. And then they also have their eating area where they eat. And this is the meeting room and stuff where they this is where they meet, like the four most important, some generals and all that meet and stuff. But there's also other things though, is that I might actually make a video on the war between the villagers and the pillagers and all of that, or I might just make the war on the last battle and all of that. But yeah. So, and then this is the part where they have their basically conferences, the courtroom, announcements, all of that, just like ours. And here it is. This is their area. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. They've built a lot of this. We also built a lot. But this entire project took a long time to actually build for this update. And I know this this update was actually, like, I'm not gonna lie, this was the biggest update we actually ever had. But hopefully I'll probably make some more videos, not just on the updates, but on some like lore and all of that. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys. See you later. Isaac, say bye.
Peace out.
Yep, and please subscribe. Comment your favorite ice cream flavor.
Subscribe to Pepsi.
Oh yeah, subscribe to Pepsi. His name is the next regiment's channel is Pepsi. Let's try to find that. But anyways, yeah, I'll see y'all. Comment your favorite ice cream flavor, and and I'll see you guys later.